Hello my fellow friends and followers, it's me, Retromania, and in today's video we are talking about my top 15 favorite RPGs of all time. Obviously this is just my opinion, my top list. If you have a different opinion, a different top list, write me down below your top 10 or top 15 favorite RPGs. And obviously I didn't play every single RPG ever created, so if some RPGs you love, you adore, don't show up, maybe I never played them. And with this out of the way, let's jump into my top 15 favorite RPGs. Final Fantasy VII, the original, it's a classic. I love Final Fantasy and I wanted to put a Final Fantasy game in my top list and I decided for Final Fantasy VII. I love the old school Final Fantasy games and this one it's a great experience from start to finish. Expect some good combat system with great storytelling and some interesting plot twist. This game definitely gets my seal of approval. Next we have Tales of Berseria. I wanted to put a Tales of game in my top list. Most people say that Tales of Symphonia it's the best Tales of game, but I must admit a sin. I never played Tales of Symphonia. Yes, I never played it. I will play it in 2023, don't worry guys, but even besides that I played a lot of JRPGs, a lot of JRPGs, and even so Tales of Berseria was amazing. I loved every single second from Tales of Berseria. Tales of Berseria it's a solid action RPG from the Tales of series. I love the main protagonist of Tales of Berseria. Not only because she is hot. I love how she acts and her design and backstory of her and her little brother. The game also has some crazy story twists, so definitely pick up Tales of Berseria. I love Chrono Trigger, but it has some old design flaws, like the fact that sometimes you don't know where to go. The game it's bad making it clear where to go next. You probably ask yourself, if that's the case, why is this game so high on the list, even though it has some design flaws? Well, even with the design flaws, it's amazing. What can I say? The story, the characters, and especially the music it's so catchy. This is an excellent old school action RPG with turn-based elements everyone should experience at least once in their life. Dragon Quest XI, what can I say what wasn't already said countless of times, million of times from other RPG fans out there. Dragon Quest XI it's amazing, just look at the cozy art style, the beautiful OSTs and the charming character designs, designed by the author of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama himself. The story it's also extremely solid, it's not mind-blowing but solid. The gameplay it's the traditional turn-based one, what I love and adore. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth it's a really solid JRPG based on the Digimon franchise. This game it's actually not made for children. Yes, it has Digimon in the name, but it's actually focused more on the teenager group. That's why this game got a T rating, T for teenagers. Even if a child would play this game, it wouldn't understand all the themes this game tries to tackle. You also play as a teenager in this game, not as a child, and this game has also some really mature storytelling. So if you are older now and you grew up with Digimon and you always wanted to play a Digimon game but it's slightly more mature, slightly more darker, this game it's definitely for you. Scarlet Nexus it's an excellent action-based JRPG, the gameplay it's a lot of fun. I personally prefer turn-based over action-based, but even I must admit that Scarlet Nexus it's a hidden gem among all other action RPGs. The action it's fluid, fast and fun, and you also have a party you can change and customize later on in the game. You have a ton of items, a cool skill tree, and each of your party members have also a backstory. You can actually talk to your party members, find more about them out and get stronger bonds. With stronger friendship you also unlock better and stronger support skills. Overall, a solid pickup I would keep in mind. Dragon Age Origin it's an excellent RPG and one of the best Western RPGs you can get. It combines strategy turn-based gameplay with action-based elements. The story and characters are well written and this game it's a lot of fun, so I definitely recommend getting Dragon Age Origins. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door it's an excellent RPG based on the Paper Mario universe. It combines traditional turn-based RPG with quick-time events where you need press certain buttons to get more damage or block attacks or get more bonus effects. It It has a charming visual style that aged amazingly well and a decent story for a Mario game. So I definitely recommend Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Why did I pick Persona 3 over Persona 1, 2, 4 and even 5? Although Persona 4 and 5 did improve gameplay wise a lot after Persona 3, I will always cherish my first experience with Persona 3. It hit hard because Persona 3's story is extremely deep and complex. Persona 3 tackles the theme of death and the game is written around the topic of death itself. What is the meaning of death, when we are truly dead, and so on and so on. Those are some really deep topics you would most likely see in a book, not in a game. That's why I think Persona 3 is goated. Combine this atmosphere with a dark blue set atmosphere and you get an excellent 3D turn-based JRPG. I highly recommend to get Persona 3. Witcher 3 is one of the best Western RPGs out there. You play as Geralt, one of the best protagonists ever made in a RPG. Although Geralt isn't a silent protagonist like most RPG protagonists are, you are still fully in control of Geralt's actions. You have multiple dialogue choices and each choice will impact how other NPCs see you and it can change the overall ending of the story. Each choice you make has an impact on the story. Combine this with a solid action combat and you have an excellent great Western RPG. Atelier Sophie 2, it's a sequel to the first Atelier Sophie game. I picked 2 over 1 because I loved the second game, but you should definitely play Atelier Sophie 1 before playing Atelier Sophie 2. The sequel took everything from Atelier Sophie 1 and improved upon it. The alchemy is more fun, complex and unique. Now gathering materials for the alchemy, it's more fun, complex, unique and involves more planning and certain tools you need to craft. Everything got improved on, even the turn-based combat. Now the turn-based combat has a unique finishing move, and I love to see that finishing move. The world is huge and complex, but I have maybe one critique for the game. This critique is predictable storytelling, but I think the amazing cast of characters, the charming world and visuals and the improved gameplay definitely made me forget about the shortcomings of the predictable story. So if you want an amazing JRPG in a fantasy setting where you can become one of the greatest alchemists, definitely get Atelier Sophie 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, it's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's a unique take on the RPG genre where we have arts. The combat system is too deep and too complex for this type of video. Maybe I'll explain it deeper if I ever make a retrospective on this game. The world is huge and has a lot of side quests. The exploration of this game can take above 100 hours to complete. So if you are itching for a new experience on a huge JRPG open world with a unique take, great experience, great story, great characters, definitely get Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Astral Chain, it's one in a life experience. It's by far the best action RPG I have ever played. Scarlet Nexus, it's close second. But what makes Astral Chain so amazing, let me tell you. Astral Chain's bread and butter, it's the gameplay. It's by far the best action RPG gameplay I have ever seen. The combat system, it's so fast and fluid, at least for 30 FPS. At how Platinum Games, the developers utilize the Joy-Cons, it's genius. You pretty much use every single button on your controller every single second. It's mind-blowing how much character control you have in this game. It's mind-blowing. Not only do you control your own main character MC, but you also control a creature called Legion. You can control 2 characters with Joy-Cons at the same time. Yes, with f***ing Joy-Cons. How the f***? How? You can customize your Legion how you like, you have a million of items to choose, and you even have a skill tree for your Legion, because why not? The game is filled with everything your hearts desire, plus the art style will age so well, this game will look amazing even 20 years from now. So I highly recommend Astral Chain. I don't play many tactical strategy RPGs. If you didn't already know, it's by my top list. Although I really should play more of them, but I did play and finish Triangle Strategy, and it's a masterpiece. The deep story, the amazing characters and the fun gameplay. Just be warned, there is more story than gameplay, but it's still a lot of fun. The game has also multiple endings and a true ending what can be unlocked. What makes this package complete, it's the top-notch art style, so I definitely recommend Triangle Strategy. Grandia is in my opinion a timeless masterpiece, what it's so underrated. The art style, the unique 2D 3D visual style, what most games nowadays try to copy, replicate. The OST soundtrack, did you hear the OST soundtrack in Grandia 1? They are amazing. Same goes for the gameplay, the story, the characters, everything, it just works. It just works.
Everything just works. It just works. Everything just works.
The cozy friendship dinner conversations before going to sleep with the cozy music. Just listen to the music, guys. Or the beautiful intro OST with the epic title screen. Or the unique 2D 3D gameplay camera battles. Or the lovable characters and amazing story. Doesn't matter what it is, Grandia does it right. I just recently played all the Grandia games, so I don't even have nostalgia bias. So if anything, you can trust my opinion, and in my opinion Grandia it's an all-time masterpiece, what deserves more attention. So yeah guys, this was my top 15 favorite RPGs I have ever played. Those RPGs will 100% stand the test of time, I'm sure they will. But what are your favorite RPGs? Write me down below your top 10 or 50 or 20 or whatever favorite RPGs. I will be reading all of your comments. And with this out of the way, I wish you all a wonderful day. Sayonara my good old RPG friends. Ciao, 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 ciao.